blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
Corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Luvuyo, my surname is Mboza. I'm born, buttered, toasted in Langa. I'm a creative.
We used to have Miss Lumko, originally from the Eastern Cape, from a small town called Burgersdorp. I stay here around Langa. I do fashion design, fine artist, visual. I do everything that's got to do with art.
So my name is Peter Magweka. I'm from Cape Town, Kailicha. I'm a business entrepreneur. I'm one of 4 directors of AAE. Yeah, that's me. And we're a tour operator working in South Africa.
My name is Tami Baba. I am originally from Grahamstown, which is now called Makanda. I'm staying here in Langa. I'm an artist. I'm a singer, dancer, composer. I do lots of things.
I'm Guga S'Thebe, a football freestyler of 16 years. And I've been a street performer for 12 years. Staying in Langa as well, born and raised. A part of this Langa vibe as well.
How it all started was through sports, saving myself, because us growing in Kasi, we always looked up to our older brothers, but inspiring in the wrong ways, robbing bakeries, but that was the only thing we knew at those times. But through those lessons, we lost a lot of friends. I lost a brother through gangsterism, as well as I was also part of that, But long story short, that was when I think that was a blessing, because at one stage I was also robbing tourists, but today I'm bringing tourists to where we live, So, and that was also through inspiration of one of my business partners. I'm actually a football coach, that's how I know Umzu. I don't know how many years now I know Umzu, but through football, that's what saved me to stay out of trouble. And then through coaching, I met Usibu, who is my business partner. Usibu spent 13 years in prison. And when he came out, he was also working at an organization taking volunteers into Lokshin. And I was doing the same thing at the German school. So through that, idea came, and one of the fathers at the school said, hey, you guys are playing games, you should start a business. And from there, Sibu bought his friend, and I bought my friend, and today we have a company showing people where we come from. Because when we were youngsters sitting in the corners and you see Hilton Ross with 40 white people and a white guy talking, you're thinking, what is he talking about, So that is what we want to change now, that concept of we are free, but we're not economically free.
When I was still in school, I was doing acting or drama as part of the extra activities that I was doing. And I was approached, and I liked the idea of not really sitting at home and doing nothing. So when I went and worked with these guys, then we did auditions in the year 2003. And then the company that I worked for from 2004 up until 2011 took me in so that I could learn how to do stage managing, and also trained me into directing, devising, miming, computer, stage managing, and everything. So since then, I think that was when I then decided that this is my career that I want to follow.
When I started into arts, I had my own business which I was running, cleaning the bins in the community, meaning that I was dealing with waste. And then along my journey one day while coming home, I met a guy called Heath Nash, and he was buying these milk bottles from this other lady who also collects recyclables. And I was like, my nigga, you not colored, what the heck is going on? You understand, you a white guy. And then he explained to me that he does art with waste. Then I told him, listen, if you need any waste, here's my number. And he invited me. Took me apparently 3 months, one cold winter's day. I was bored. I came to Guga S'Thebe and I met him, and he was like, listen, buddy, we don't teach anyone. there's the library there, and the first book which I took was paper mache, and just because I didn't have the right paste of paper mache because I was using flour and water, and we have friends in the township which are called rats, so they were damaging my leeway, my products. So that's my beginning of venturing to art.
I was spotted by one good friend of mine. Wayenza kuqala yena kunami, which is freestyling. Freestyling yona is different ngento eyi-one kwi-football wenza tricks, you don't need a team, so uyayenza uwedwa nje, that's why it's called freestyling. So yena lo mfana ebeyenze before mna, and then wanibona i-potential, wanicela uba nditry. And then from there it was 2007 ndaqala, and then after 2 years I was already entering competitions and winning them. And then go 2009, and then we won 2-on-2 battles, the sneakers competition. And then that's when we safumana a prize yoya Brazil for 2 weeks. And then from then ndadibana ke ngoku no CEO, which is a business partner ka Peter. And then that's when ke ngoku I was introduced to coaching isoccer. Then ndasebenza nabo for years, even nangoku sisasebenza. Xa beze ne-tourist apha eKasi, which is Langa, so ndiye ndibancede nam even with entertainment.
Ukuze ndizoba part of i-workshop nobhuti lona besiba nezigilana apha endleleni.
Okay.
Uyabona? Ndibane ndimbona uba okay lo bhuti ndiyafuna udibana naye ngenye imini, but ngenxa yexesha ke ngoku ndingakwazi neento ezininzi ezenzekayo. And then ndadibana naye, so namhlanje ke ngoku oko mna ndisebenza as an individual artist. Ndisenza i-jewelry, ndisenza paintings, senza impahla yonke into, nam sebenzisa i-recycled things yabo. Ndazodibana nobhuti kanti benza le nto ndiyenzayo nam ke ngoku. So ndilapho kwi-our workshop ngaye ubhuti lo.
One of the things that has propelled me or moved me to a different stage in my life was not what I studied for, but what I thought was my passion, and that is art. And then I think in our schools, especially the ones that are in the townships, there's so much that we can still teach our kids. Because one of the problems that we have is that now kids are not inspired, or they're not motivated enough to kind of like know what the kind of career to follow. Because, I mean, if you were to go to schools right now and then you ask them, like, what would they want to become when they're older, they don't know. Because most of the time they are on their phones, the media and that. And so we need to do that. And also, because there's so much that is happening right now, the skills that we have, that could be something that the child can take and then do by themselves. Like, she's a designer. She doesn't need to work for anyone. She can do her work without having to be under someone's guidance, you know. So I think from the government side, we need to teach our kids how to be independent and how to have that mentality of, it's either I work and put this by myself so that I can put bread on the table.
Thina sizi-artist nathi singabantu abadingekayo. Yebo, because kwabona ukuze izinto zabo zizolunga bancedwa yintoni? Bancedwa zii-artists ezizenza uba yonke laa nto yabo ibe possible uba mayivele eTV-ni. Zii-photographers, zii-graphic designers, zintoni bonke aba bantu. And ke ngoku abazi usibeka mipu apha entloko uba masihambe siyosebenzela bona ukuze kanti sibe siyasebenza. Uyabo, mna as a graphic designer ndifuna usebenzela ugovernment. And mna andibelieve ukuthi ukhona ugovernment, andiboni government mna noba singanayo i-president, sine-president ngegama. Yebo, akho governing, ntoni abayigovernishayo kule nto.
Mna ngoku currently I did register my bean washing company, bank, ABSA, SARS, supply chain at the civic center and all those things, you understand? Went to TTI, all these different departments, because they said if you comply, doors will open up for you, but no doors open up. My point is the administrative, you understand? Even that government, it's not there to help us, regardless, even when you comply. The people that were telling you locally, about go and register, and you must comply and come back to me, I will assist you A, B, and C. Now you do all of that, now they're busy. You understand? So, ilek, ipa,
But
yabo.
also, my brother, man, you know, any Indo like that's killing our communities. Somebody comes, they go study UCT, good job, they move out, they forget where they come from. That is the biggest problem we have. You understand? Like you're saying, because there's a guy who's from Langa sitting in top positions in the city of council, but he can't come help. But he will still come drink and jive at Chisinyama here, seeing problems. Did you understand? So even, not even blaming the government, because you want to eat for yourself, like I said, the cake. You don't want to share the cake, you want to eat alone. So that is the biggest problem. You can put government there. Government puts money, but it's the hands is fika kuso zamali.
Akho unity kwalapha eAfrica sicinga ba ke ngokuba sizakwazi unqoba ezinye izinto ezi asizukwazi ukunqoba zonke ezi challenges sinazo singekabi nangqondo inye.
In this facility which we're working at, you understand, we've been trying to have an umbrella. Yeah, I don't know for how many years, and it's an issue, you understand, of tribal. One, we have certain individuals which are not South Africans, you understand, so how can they be part of, and then there's also, who's that, who are you understand, what does your family represent in the history of Langa, you understand,
Yeah,
so those are the other issues that,
Kulenda ayithethayo ubhuti. Ikhona nam igallery for instance apha rounding and then ke ndaya kuyo ndifuna uqonda ngokudisplaya umsebenzi wami. Usikangixela mfana ukubana no sisi apha we only deal with high profile artists. Nambuza bana high ne-low ukhona umehluko because awunothi undibona mna ndilapha eceleni kwakho kuba undibona ndiphila apha phakathi kwaLanga nawe uzondiclassifya as a low profiled artist. Yebo, so xa sijongilana apha ngapha like sijongelana phansi sisodwa apha. Yebo, asikwazi uncedana sisodwa apha sizi-artist. Nantso enye ingxaki esinayo.
Tourism is a big feeder because if the Rasta goes in, they buy, Mzu gets paid for that, when you get paid for that, that is sharing. That is economical development when you talk about money. Because they bring money from foreign countries to spend. But what are they going to do? They're going to go to artists in Green Pocket Square, black man, Chinese sold material.
So ukuzisa ibhizinesi elokishini ikhulisa even i-economy yaselokishini. Le nto sisoloko sistrivela yona sizi-artist yoba imali yalapha elokishini mayiphelele lapha elokishini. Singabi na-artist from overseas izothengisa umsebenzi wazo elokishini, sinazi artists azelokishini and so on and so forth. So ibalekile kakhulu as ba noPeter ibeka ngeyakhe indlela into yoba as i-artist sizise umsebenzi wethu apha elokishini siye kuba yoplace kwi-gallery ezisetown sibe sinazo izispace apha elokishini ne-tourist kamnandi ngoku oPeter bayakwazi uza nazo apha elokishini. So it's our time as a community yoba sirise ngoku, more especially when it comes to arts and culture.
My dream for the future is to have my own gallery whereby people could come and also work and also exhibit their own work.
Elami iphupha mna kuba mandiqhubekeke ngale nto bekudala ndinayo imishini yami iyenzeke apha ekuphileni iqhubekeke ndibone ndinceda abantu abaninzi besenza into ngobomi babo bangaziboni be-useless.
My dream is in process, self-employment, economic freedom, because I think when you are free financially, you can do more. We want to employ more people in Gasi.
My dream is to go back home, to open my own art center, because I think that's one of the things that is not happening at the moment.
Elami iphupha I think is simple. Ukuba kubona abantu bexabisa ubaleka kwe-art ngoba even nobomi art.
Yazi, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.